Steel is heavy. It's also my second least favourite type. Now, don't be trying to predict trends with my favourite types, because one of the reasons I gave for not liking grass as much in my last video was because of how many things resisted it. Steel has 10 resistances at the moment, and I still don't like it very much. I think to me the steel type is just kind of bland. It doesn't really do that much for me. It's pretty terrible for attacking, being that it only hits rock, ice, and fairy super effectively, and fairy's new, though it is quite good defensively. However, it's completely immune to poison, and as someone whose favourite Pokemon is Crobat, that's not something that I really like. Sorry, Steel. I also find it pretty bland as a type. The Pokemon in it just don't do it for me most of the time. I will say that the Steel-type Pokemon that do it for me are incredibly cool. It just so happens that most of the Steel-type Pokemon that I do like happen to be secondarily Steel, and not primarily. So they won't be showing up in this video. However, there are still 5 Steel Pokemon that I really enjoy. Let's get into them. Here they are! Gonna start this one off with a runner-up. Steelix would have made the 5th place, if not for the fact that it evolves from Onix, who I don't really like. And the fact I like Skarmory better. First of all, Skarmory was the first Steel type I encountered that wasn't on Jasmine's team. That was pretty exciting way back in Gen 2. Second, I had no idea what the hell this thing was. I saw it and I was like, it's a Skarmory! Whatever that is! It looks rare because I've never seen one before. Go Master Ball! Yeah, I was pretty dumb back then. And then there's the fact that Skarmory can fly. Then again, Wailord is also quite heavy but still less dense than air and can float, so it's sort of like, you know, the Bumblebee. Can fly, shouldn't be able to. No, being honest, the reason that I put Skarmory on this list is because there is a really good nickname you can give Skarmories. It's a very punny nickname, and I really like it. You see, I always call my Skarmory Jeremy, after the voice actor Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons played Scar in The Lion King. Skarmory is a Steel type. Steel is metal, Iron is metal, Jeremy Irons, Iron, metal, Scar, Skarmory. Puns! Maybe I need to rethink my life if that's why I like things. On to the next one! Now, my number 4 and my number 3 could probably be switched around. They're kinda interchangeable. There is one small reason that puts my number 3 above Aggron, and I will tell you it when I get to it, but at the moment we're focusing on Aggron. So Aggron is a Steel Rock dinosaur, and that's pretty damn cool. I always imagined that he'd be able to go head-to-head with Tyranitar over territory, and that's pretty fun to picture in my head. I used him in my playthrough of Ruby. I don't remember why, but I'm pretty sure I gave it Aerial Ace, and that seemed to do it. I was young and foolish, but nonetheless I do like Aggron. And I greatly appreciate that he got a Mega Evolution in this generation with the defensive stats to just tank everything. Mega Aggron is so defensively bulky, it can take 2 Earthquakes from a +2 attack Mega Kangaskhan. That is defensive beastiness. I know Mega Kangaskhan is not the highest powered attacker out there, but at +2 attack, with Earthquake, that should be enough. It's not. So that alone helps Aggron get the top 4 spot on my Steel list. Who could possibly be interchangeable with him? Well, yes, Registeel. Now trust me, I really don't like the Regitrio that much. I think they're pretty bland, though the method of finding them was kind of novel and exciting. I just don't find the Regitrio to be that exciting, and I find Regigigas to be one of the stupidest things ever. Registeel moved up, in my opinion, when I found a decent combo with him that worked on Pokemon Showdown. This is actually the only reason that he's above Aggron on this list, is because Curse, Rest, Sleep Talk, and Iron Head, a combination that goes hand in hand with Registeel's special defense to completely wall things. I had many a battle where Registeel would be able to set up and then tank an entire team. This is the only reason that he gets to be number 3 on this list. So, go Registeel. So now we get to number 2, and on reflection I find it really strange that 3 of my top 5 steel types come from my least favourite generation. But there you go. Metagross is damned awesome. There seems to be a trend with Steel-type Pokemon where their final evolution is just a bunch of them stuck together through magnetism or whatnot. With Metagross, I feel that it works. This Steel Psychic Behemoth can take hits and can deal them out as well. And back when Steel resisted Ghost and Dark, it really only had a weakness to Fire, so that was kind of fun. It also had a weakness to Earthquake, but everything has a weakness to Earthquake. I think what really makes me like Metagross was playing against it when you battled Steven in the end of Ruby and Sapphire. Steven had his Metagross, and then he was the only way you could get a Beldum. It was rare, it was powerful, and it just looks cool. I don't know if you've seen it in X and Y, but it actually floats along the screen and sort of deploys. It's like the precursor to Genesect flying around in this movie. I like it. I enjoy Metagross, and it's helped along by the fact that its shiny form is one of those few shiny forms that actually really works. It starts out blue with a chrome cross, and then its shiny form is silver with a gold cross. It's really awesome. No, seriously, Metagross, shiny form 10 out of 10. And Metagross used to be my #1 Steel-type Pokemon. Gen 6 changed that. So let's go look at our last one, our #1 Pokemon for the day. That's right, the top 1 spot has been taken by Aegislash. Now, a lot of people actually like Aegislash, which surprises me. Most people get angry when a Pokemon is based on inanimate objects. But Aegislash seems to have this following. I'm not sure what it is. Either way, I'm part of it, and Aegislash is really cool. I mean, it's a ghostly possessed sword. You don't get much more cool than that. Starts off as a single sword, becomes 2 swords and a coat of arms, and then finally becomes a shield and sword. And it has one of the coolest gimmicks in all of Pokemon with stance change. Gotta survive a hit? Better be defensive. Gotta hit them. Better be offensive. Defensive, offensive. Defensive, offensive. Whee! And as we all know, I like the Pokemon trading card game. And they've actually revealed recently that Aegislash's cards will have stance change as an ability, where they'll swap between Pokemon in your hand. I give this so much props. This is brilliant. And like Metagross, it wins out for having a shiny form that's quite awesome. Whereas normal Aegislash looks kind of regal with the colour purple, the colour of royalty, shiny Aegislash definitely reflects its ghost heritage. It's an evil-coloured black and red sword with a shield. Sometimes they mess up shinies horribly. Sometimes, like in this case, they get them 100% right. Shiny Aegislash is so cool. The stance changes, the concept behind it, the shiny form, the fact that it has 150 in its defenses or attacking stats depending on what you're using it as. Aegislash is just clever. There was no contender when I sat down to write this list. Aegislash was always going to win. Best steel Pokemon out there. Aegislash. So yeah, that's my top 5 steel types. I feel kind of bad that there wasn't much more I could say about them, but as I said before, I don't have that much enjoyment with steel types. I just find them mostly bland. Aside from these 5, and really then it's only the top 3, do I like primarily steel types? Agree? Disagree? Want to say anything else? Comment section is down there. I'd love to hear from you guys what your favourite steel types are. So please, leave me a comment. And while you're down there, make sure you like the video, and if you're not subscribed, do so, because that way you won't miss it when next time I talk about ice types. There's some video links up here, as there always are at the end of my videos, and I'll close off this video by apologising for a mistake I made in the grass type ones. Ludicolo is actually not primarily grass type, it's primarily water type. I got confused because I thought, hey, it's a pineapple, surely its primary type is grass. But no, it's primarily water. It is not going to be making the water type list because water types have many more cool Pokemon than grass does. So, sorry for misleading the few people who actually watched that video. I'm Trainer Nick, and I'll see you next time. See ya!